With Cllr MPHO PHALATSE now reinstated as the Mayor of Johannesburg, our cameras were there to catch her first engagement with Council.
It's important to ensure that the effect and the impact of the last 3 weeks is not felt by the 6 million residents that we serve. So we've had to pick up the pieces, because I'm not sure what the Councillor Dada Mrere administration was busy with in the last 3 weeks, but there's a lot of gaps. What we've done just in the first mayoral committee meeting is we've been able to address a few things. For instance, we've issued a directive that all the boards of the 13 entities of the city, including Joburg Water, as you know, there's a water crisis, they must get back to work. They were told to stop working, and there was an advert that was going out to replace all those boards. So now our boards are working. So that's a plus for our residents. We also looked at movements in senior management positions in the city, which we don't agree with, where we felt some questionable characters were placed in very crucial positions in the city. We've undone all those, and we've corrected them through the mayoral committee meeting that we held.
Lawyers did advise us. We had a long discussion with them on the outcome of the court or the judgment itself, and we accepted it as it is, with of course intention that we will not challenge it regardless of the weaknesses that are within that judgment. So we have then taken a view that we will proceed of course with the motion of no confidence. As you are aware, that insisted that once you invite people to the programming, you must also notify them of the items that will be tabled at programming. So we have done so, and we will then take it from there just after programming. Then decisions will be made as to as and when will it be tabled in council.
The judgment speaks about the 2 motions, and the judge says that the motion of the 13th of September she doesn't worry about, but she says that motion is the motion that has taken out the mayor. What happened with that motion is that there was concealment of information. That motion spoke about, the first on that motion speaks about the field band, where MPHO PHALATSE used to be the MMC for Health and Social Development under the leadership of Herman Mashaba. And we were told that there was a case in court. And you know that if there's a case in court, or if it's a section in a section 79, it cannot go through. But when we went to court, we discovered that the case was dormant, and it was concealed by the previous speaker. So that motion is going back to council on the after the programming committee, and that motion is the motion that's going to deal with MPHO PHALATSE once again.
I sincerely hope that we will see stability going forward, and that our focus will be the 6 million residents. We don't have trust in the chairpersons that are being elected here. We believe that they're likely to shield corruption, they're likely to shield maladministration. We have no confidence in them. However, it is a numbers game. Yes, we still have time. We are still negotiating within our coalition. I'm happy to say that our coalition is intact, except for the Patriotic Alliance that crossed over a few weeks ago. People weren't sure if Action SA was still part of our coalition, if they'd still come back to work with us. I'm happy to announce that Action SA is fully back on board now. All 9 MMCs from the multi-party government, except for the 10th, which was a Patriotic Alliance MMC, are back on board. They're back in their respective portfolios. There's been no change in positions. We are continuing the work where we left it